Okay, this is day 2 of our recording. Everybody wave. Woo.
Stop. We have breaking news. The New Jersey candy factory of the M&Ms is going to be closing down. It seems as if the machine that stamps the M's has malfunctioned and is now stamping W's. We're going to interrupt and take a moment to reflect on the M&Ms and everything that they have been through. To start, M&Ms were in the war. Yes, World War II, M&Ms were in the pockets of all the soldiers. They were used for service rations. It was in 1941 that the M&M first came onto the market for regular customers. It was by the man of Forrest Mars. He in the 1940s wanted to make sure that chocolate could be sold in the summertime. He was able to use a harder chocolate coating, so the trademark for the M&M is the candy that melts in your mouth and not your hand. This sparked the M&M, and from there it was the most loved candy. In 1948, it went from the tube to the brown paper bag that we all know today. In 1950s, the M&M came onto TV. That's where you had of course it was in black and white then, but that was where the red and yellow M&M that we see on the Christmas commercials and all the other commercials, that's where they started. In 1976, the M&M color orange was introduced. At first it was just mostly green, yellow, and red. In 1982, M&Ms took off for space. The space crafters put the M&Ms because they could uphold and withstand in space. In 1984, the M&Ms were used as the Olympic candy. They used the blue, yellow, green, and red, and they changed the brown to a black and put them as the rings of the Olympic Games. In 1996, the ColorWorks, where you could go on to the M&M website or call them, and they would make your own colors from about 16 colors, from pinks to purples to blues. In 1995, blue itself was introduced into the M&M family. In 1997, green became popular on TV. She was the star. In 1998, M&Ms were viewed as the new candy of the millennium. They became very popular, and so that's how they got that name. In 1999, the crispy M&Ms were introduced, and though they didn't last long, they were very popular for a couple years. In 2002, everyone remembers that the purple M&M was used to support breast cancer and stuff. It was the global color that over 2 million Americans voted on. In 2005, Star Wars was huge, and so the M&M factory decided that they too wanted to be a part of the Star Wars empire. So they came up with the chocolate empire, and that is when the dark chocolate M&Ms came into play, and they are still, you can still find them out there today. Today, M&Ms are used in almost everything. They're very popular. It's the most used candy. Kids love them. But yeah. So in the brown paper bag, I was going to show you that usually it's 30% brown, 20% yellow, 20% red, 10% green, 10% orange, and 10% blue. So in the M&M factory, in New Jersey, they were trying to figure out how to do this. The brown M&Ms, it's easier to make them. That's why you find that there's so many in the bags. They find that putting the coating on kept them from melting. But this M&M factory in New Jersey that is apparently closing down, that we just got the news, they made over 1 million M&Ms packaged per day. That's a lot of M&Ms. So we are very sad to hear that M&Ms are not going to be allowed anymore. Wait, we've got breaking news. It seems that the M&M factory, the machine that stamped the M&M was just loosened and it was turned over. So they've tightened it. It is now back to making M's, and M&Ms will live on.